Hey, Coach, you guys were able to keep the game pretty close throughout three quarters. It wasn't until the fourth quarter there where they kind of got away. What did you feel like was the difference there in that quarter versus the rest of the game?
I thought we scrapped pretty hard tonight. I thought our competitiveness and engagement, in the first three quarters especially was pretty good, because there were a couple times where the game could have gotten away from us and we made a play or got a stop. And then obviously, just didn't get enough in the fourth or throughout the game. I thought we were a little light in the paint tonight defensively, and that's something that we've got to learn from and address. But, another, competitive night from our guys and a scrappy night, and obviously just didn't go our way.
Jesse Crittenden, Norman Transcript.
Hey, Coach. I was just curious. It looked like the Magic made a concerted effort to try to get the ball out of Shea's hands tonight, really double teaming him a lot out of the pick and roll. What'd you see from the response from Shea tonight, and what'd you see from the other perimeter players tonight?
Well, Shea, he played with great balance tonight. He had 23 points on 10 shots in a game where, to your point, they were trying to take the ball out of his hands. But I didn't think he forced. I thought he really chose his spots effectively. He got off quickly when there were two guys on him, and it put the rest of our guys in long closeouts. And I thought those guys did a really good job of moving it, making quick decisions. That's something for all these players. Playing against closeouts is a huge, huge part of kind of the foundation of your game. And I thought a lot of guys did good things against closeouts tonight. Those were long closeouts because of, like you said, the way they were playing pick and roll. And I thought the guys handled it pretty well for the majority of the game.
Gotcha. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Nick Gallo, Thunder Broadcasting.
Mark, probably comes with experience playing together, but you guys got cross-matched a couple times with guards on Vucevic down low. Is that something you're looking forward to, just getting with these guys on and working to make sure that those cross matches don't happen so frequently?
Some of that was invited with the way we were guarding him. He obviously shoots the three really well, and that's why he's a really good player. He puts you in those dilemmas, but they did a good job of executing and exploiting him. But to your point, every single night's a new challenge and a new opportunity to kind of learn how to play against really good players and really good teams. And, last night presented its own set of challenges. Tonight's a different set of challenges. But the cumulative effect of those learning lessons over the course of a season add up. And we just got to make sure we're not skipping steps after these games, win, lose, or draw. We got to learn the lessons. We got to build the fundamentals. We got to keep pouring into the foundation for our individual players and for our team.
Steve McGahee, News 9.
Hey, Coach, Isaiah made his first ever NBA start tonight. He needed him to step up, and it looks like he did with 19 points and 7 rebounds. Only missed 3 shots. What did you like about his game tonight?
More so than his game. Obviously, he played really well and took advantage of the opportunity. But his approach up until this point is what I really like about tonight's game. Is he's a guy that was hurt over the summer. He didn't travel to the bubble with us. And truly a day-by-day approach, and he just kind of chipped away at that and got himself healthy, came into camp in good shape, looked good in the preseason. We had 3-on-3 the other day with the guys that played low minutes in the Charlotte game. He played in that game and looked really good in that. And so the thing that I'm most pleased with is the approach he's taken, and that's something obviously that we've harped on with all these guys, and I've mentioned many times. There's going to be ups and downs. Tonight was an up for him. He obviously played really well. But it's more so the consistency of that approach and continuing to grow through all these experiences. That's what I'm most pleased with him, is he was ready. He got himself ready to play.
Thank you.
Joe Masato, The Oklahoman.
Hey, Mark, was part of the reasoning for starting Justin Jackson and Roby to keep Muscala and Hami with that second unit?
Yeah, a little bit. It keeps some continuity in that unit. Specifically after last night, I thought those guys played really well. And then the other thing is, look, these guys are all in the NBA for a reason. They're all here for a reason. And we never want to underestimate one of our own players. And those guys have sat over there for a couple games. To the point about Isaiah, They were in a high-intensity workout the other day, 3-on-3, and they really got after it in that. And we want to reward that. We want to reward approach with opportunities. Doesn't mean they're always going to play well, but they work hard. They deserve it. And now, we rest Al, and George is out with an injury, and it's an opportunity to throw those guys out there and let them show us how they can help the team and how they can add value. And so it's a little bit of what you said, but more so the latter.
And then one unrelated follow-up. I know this is like the furthest thing from your mind right now, but since I think you guys are off tomorrow, I wanted to ask you about Steven Adams coming back to Oklahoma City on Thursday, and just, the time you spent with him and, what he's going to be like as a matchup on the opposing side.
It'll be great to have him back. We talk with our players, in a short period of time. I think this logo has, gained a lot of meaning in the NBA, globally, and certainly in the local community. People associate really positive things on and off the court with our logo, and there's no bigger reason for that than the players that have played here. And Steven is an embodiment of our organization in a lot of different ways. His personality, his competitiveness. I think Sam's called him a block and tackle player before. And so, as new guys put the uniform on, the uniform has meaning to them. And a large part of that is players like Steven. And so we'll welcome him back with open arms, and then hopefully give him nothing easy on Thursday night.
Thanks.
And back to Nick Gallo, Thunder Broadcasting.
Mark, 20 rebounds in 3 games for Hami out of the guard spot. Just what is it about either his approach or just how he attacks the glass that allows him to be so successful in that regard?
Yeah, he's got a nose for the ball. He's just around the action. He just he's a there he is player. You put him out there and there he is. He's in the middle of the scrum, and certainly loose balls, rebounds. He's in those plays. And him, Baisley, Poku, Roby, Al, when those guys get on the glass, Shea had 7 rebounds tonight. It really gives us an opportunity to be fast up the floor because they can rebound. They're skilled enough to push. And if we get out and run with them and then move the ball, we can play out of advantages. So, he certainly rebounds it, but that's just the first domino to our transition game. And we just got to continue to develop that with the team.